So what's been going on with you, man?
Man, grinding. My younger brother, he just got a first-round knockout. I'm excited about that. I'm always nervous when they compete. You know, he took my nerves away really, really quick in the fight, you know, so I'm grateful. I'm focused. I'm supposed to be competing in December. I'm not sure who my opponent is as of yet. I wish it was a Leo Santa Cruz or Javante Tank Davis. You know, one of these guys. But I got to do what I got to do at the end of the day.
Are you still at 126 or are you going to move up?
I'm still at 26.
Yeah.
I'm still at 26. I have the ability to fluctuate in my weight. I want a unification match. I wanted to compete against Leo Santa Cruz. They say that he was one of the best in this particular division. How could you be the best if you didn't fight everyone that's in the division? You got to compete against the other champions.
Yeah.
Let's unify. Let's make the fight happen. I want to stay active. I want to compete. You know, a lot of the fans say that I'm only fighting once a year. You know, it's not at my fault. You know, I want to fight. I can't get none of the other guys to get in the ring and fight me. That's the problem. So we'll see. Gotta keep our fingers crossed.
You can't stay busy in the meantime, or is it you at this point you want to have fights that are meaningful? Like you just don't want to fight Joe Schmo.
Well, I don't want to fight a Joe Schmo, and to be honest with you, what Joe Schmo you know is really going to get in the ring just to fight me?
It's difficult.
It's very difficult to find.
They're going to ask for a lot of money.
Yeah, they're going to ask for a whole lot of money. It's going to be very difficult to try to pull something like that off. You know, I'm to the point in my career that I only want to fight the best. I only want to fight the people who they are considering the best. I know I'm the best in my division. I have the most prestigious title that there is, the WBC title. Why is it that none of the other champions won it? It's a reason for that.
What do you think?
They don't want to fight me. Yeah, I don't think they want to fight me. I think my skill set, you know, my tenacity inside and outside of the ring is something that pushes fighters away. You know, I take my head off to Jojo Diaz. I take my head off to him. He was one of the guys who was willing to put everything on the line, you know, to try to create an opportunity for himself. And I applaud him for that. I take my head off to him. I wish a lot of other fighters would be willing to do the same.
Do you think you'd have the same problem if you move up to 130?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think I'll be even stronger and more effective at 130 than I am at 26.
Why do you think that?
I wouldn't have to cut weight.
Yeah, you just feel a little.
Yeah, I'll feel stronger. I'll be more whole. I'll be more into myself. I wouldn't have to cut as much weight. And as of now, I'm not walking around at maybe like 135, something like that. I mean, I never get super big, you know. Yeah. But I can fight at 130 comfortably. Comfortably. I can fight at 135 comfortably. I'll probably weigh in at maybe 132 or 133, but I can be comfortable. I'll bring my power as well as my speed and everything with me.
Why not just go to 130 then?
Leo's still at 26. That's the fight that I want.
You really want that one, though?
I really want that fight.
Yeah.
I really want that fight. You know, he has the I want a unification match.
Yeah.
You know, none of the guys from overseas wanted to fight me. When Carl Frampton had the title, he didn't want to fight me. When Lee Selsby had the title, he didn't want to fight me. When Josh Warrington, he had the title, he just mentioned my name. And why he's already obligated to fight someone else, you know. So it's stuff like that I'm up against, you know. So I want a unification match. I want to compete against these guys. Hopefully it'll happen. If it doesn't happen, then most definitely I'll be moving up.
I guess do you have like a deadline? If it can't happen by this year, like?
Yeah, we're supposed to get one in by this year. If it doesn't happen early next year, I'm moving.
So I gotta ask you, what happened earlier with the video? I saw a lot of people tweeting about it. Can you tell me like what happened there?
Well, you got a lot of ignorant people out here that doesn't really know what's going on, you know. Yeah, there's got a lot of people out here I would love to have seen Leo. You know, for some weird reason, I told Leo that I can't get within 10 feet of Leo. It's just so funny and ironic that I can see his dad. So, Leo, I can touch your dad. You know, I can put my hands on him. I can put my arm around him. Why is it that I can't do the same with you? Get in the ring. You know, a lot of people, you have a lot of ignorant people out here that looked at that video and felt like that I was trying to do something harmful to Leo's dad. That's completely bogus. You know, I have a ton of respect for him. I have a ton of respect for Leo. You know, just for us to be able to come up in the amateurs, you know, and still be at the top of our game from so much long ago all the way up until now speaks volumes on the pedigree that Leo has, speaks volume on the pedigree that I have, and I have to take my hat off to his dad, you know, to be able to get his son to the point in which that he is. I know his father had issues. My father actually has issues as well. My father has been diagnosed with diabetes for the last, I don't know how many years, and suffered strokes and etc. So I'm completely understand the health issues and conditions that goes on with both parties, his dad as well as mine. You know, to the ignorant people out there in the world that thought somebody was going to do something to his dad, get your mind out the gutter. That was stupid. Let's make the fight happen.
Yeah, they brought that up because of his health issues, and
yeah,
I haven't seen the video, so I don't know what happened. But from the comments I saw on Twitter, I guess people felt that you were picking on an old guy because
it wasn't a thing of me picking on an old guy. It was a thing of me picking on Leo.
Yeah.
It wasn't me trying to pick on his dad at all. You know, for the record, it wasn't a thing of me picking on his dad or anything. I honestly like his dad. I think he's a cool guy. Once again, I have to take my hat off to him for them to be able to stay at the top of their game from the amateurs all the way up into the professionals. Even when I beat Leo in the amateurs, you know when I beat him? I beat him in the championships.
Yeah.
That means he was the best all the way up until when he competed against me. He beat everybody that was in front of him instead of me. I fought him in the championship. His father was the reason that he got to that point.
Yeah.
So you have to have a level of respect, and you have to respect something like that. You have a lot of people that.
So it wasn't meant as like an ill will. It was more meant as
it wasn't an ill
a way
will.
to try to generate interest for the fight. That was your reasoning?
That's all it was.
Okay.
It wasn't no.
Because I had a
will.
feeling that's what it is.
Yeah, it was no ill will.
No, I got to
all.
get your side on your reasoning behind it, because people see that and they think like, oh, that's in bad taste, Gary. Like, why would you do that?
That's not the case at all.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that ever seen me, I'm one of the most classiest boxers that's out here. That's competing.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, it's like it's been 2-3 years we've been in the division. You've been talking about us. You've been hearing talks about us possibly fighting. The fight never happens. Why doesn't it happen? Maybe I have to take more drastic measures. You know, Leo, hey, I'm right here with your dad. Make the fight. You know, but to the people out here that think that I meant any ill will to his father, that's completely bogus. You know, it's completely bogus. That's crazy.
Have you gotten any word that that fight is going to happen?
Well, I got word there's a possibility of the fight happening. I'm not sure. We've been getting that word for a couple years now. We've been hearing that for a couple years now. So we'll see. We'll see what comes from it.
All right. Hey, Gary, man, either way, I know fans want to see you back in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe by the end of the year, right?
By the end of the year, hopefully we can make something happen, or early next year we'll make something happen.
All right. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it.
Man, thank you.